Hello and welcome to this exclusive interview with the President of Women Journalists Association of the Gambia. Today we are going to talk about the Empower Her project. My name is Halimatu Sise. Hello, Annette. Welcome to this interview.
Thank you, Halimatu, for having me.
Tell us about yourself.
My name is Annette Kamara, and I work as a radio presenter and a comms officer, and I'm the president of the Women Journalists Association.
Recently, we launched the Empower Her Voice project, which is funded by the U.S. Embassy in the Gambia. Can you briefly tell us about the background of the project?
So the Empower Her Voice project, building capacities for change, is targeted for women journalists, and of course, it's an opportunity, and it came in a time, and we hope that it could register more interest and impact for women to report on women, and of course, focus on women issues, which is technically looking at major issues affecting women within the country, which is falls under the SGBV category: sexual harassment, FGM, wife battering, abuse, and the list goes there.
So how much is the project and how long is it going to?
So the project is a 1 year, it's a 12 months project, technically a 1 year project. And of course, it's a $50,000 project, equivalent to $1.2 million. And of course, as we speak, we've already received the first, they are the first installment of the funds, and obviously we have launched and we kick it off with implementation next week, which is mid-November.
Talking about implementation, is getting an office for WoJAG part of the project?
No. The office space bid is something we're working on, and it's something we're lobbying, but this project solely focuses on training on women journalists and providing reporting grants for women journalists to be able to report on these issues, ensuring that they are able to go to the length and breadth of the country to cover these stories that are fundamental and are relevant and have impact and focuses on women.
How is the selection criteria going to be like, since you talk about providing grants to women journalists?
So the set of criteria, obviously, which we all know, is first you have to be
a female journalist.
Thank you. And of course, you could either be a student journalist or a practicing journalist. And of course, we are looking at journalists that can provide us story ideas that are relevant, that are worth following, and of course to follow up stories. These are the things we're looking at. We're not actually looking at somebody with a PSC or somebody with a diploma. No, we are looking at an actual practicing journalist who is actually interested in getting the story out there that will create impact.
Does that mean we are targeting female journalists
across the
media?
Absolutely.
Which is print, broadcast,
online, absolutely, including community radios. So we are not just being limited to newspaper journalists. We're actually focused on opportunities for rural Gambia women, and that is why part of the project, which is the first aspect of it, we're looking at after the two major training on ethical reporting and reporting on women, including the sensitive reporting. We are focused at going to rural Gambia and visiting all the community radios and media houses and having interactions and engagement with these women in the media to know their problems, to know how to help them. We're supposed to do a general assessment and have a comprehensive data of women in the media.
Reporting on issues affecting women is important, but does the project also focus on building the capacity of female journalists, helping them to grow in their career?
Absolutely. So this is why I said after the first phase, which is training on ethical reporting and sensitive reporting, obviously that is to build their capacity and enhance their knowledge as to when they receive this grant, how are they going to do this for us? Because what we've realized, what we lack in the media in terms of reporting for women is getting sensitive reporting. That is one. And another thing is the aspect of ethical reporting as well, which is very fundamental, that all women need to equip themselves. And also, how do they interview people that have their stories to tell, people that might be victims, people that might be survivors. How do we interview these people? How do you get to talk to them to get the best part of the news we're looking for? There needs to be a technique and a technical know-how, and this is what the project provides by training them to be able to do all these things and know how to go about it.
So, do I have to be a member of Women Journalists Association to benefit from this?
Absolutely, yes. The first thing we're looking at is having a membership-based organization, and which we already have and are established. And of course, most of our members are based on the social media platform we have, which is our WhatsApp group. But we are going to focus on women that have filled the form, and of course, we will issue the acceptance letter for all the people that have filled the form, because what we realized was from the Congress, we didn't have a comprehensive data of all the women in the media. So, and we were not handed over a list of membership. What we banked on was the WhatsApp group that was established by the previous executive, and that is what we continue to go by. But as a structured institution and as a structured organization with an executive members, which is supposed to be elected and voted for by the general membership, there needs to be a data, and that is one thing that is not solid. So this is what we are working on, and that is one of the reasons why the implementation is actually delayed to end of November. For instance, we have a couple of women in the WhatsApp group, and of course, as we speak, we have an ongoing mentorship program with Freedom House, where we are training 20 young and mid-career women journalists in the media. But then again, are these people actually officially registered? Have they filled the form? Do they have an acceptance letter? Have they paid their annual subscription fee? No. So now what we're trying to do is, before we move to the next phase of this implementation, we expect everybody to fill the form, which begins from myself, which I fill the form, and every other person is expected to fill the form. So we are able to have a data. We cannot also run WoJAG without.
Yeah, that is important.
So, for instance, we can call for a Congress and we have only 10 people to do the voting. 10 people cannot determine the decision of 100 other women in the media. So it means the number is so low. So this is what we are actually focused on right now, and we are working on that. And hopefully all the people that filled the form for the past 2-3 months are expected to receive their application and their acceptance letter, provided their reference is on the form. And of course, we have verified that these references are genuine, are authentic, and these are practicing women, or these are women journalist students enrolled in the University of the Gambia or in the Media Academy, or are doing their internship in any of these media houses. So this is basically what we are looking at as per the Constitution of Women Journalists.
So why do you think it is important for women to report on issues affecting women?
So it's not what I think, but it's what should happen, because we know it better. I mean, as a woman, I know what I go through as a woman better than any other person. So it is not for a guy to tell me how I feel, because he is not a woman. He's not seeing his menstrual cycle. He doesn't have this mood swing. So what can he say about my menstrual cycle? So if he is to do that story, would he have that sense of understanding as a woman? And these are women issues. And we are faced with a period poverty. And it happens especially in rural Gambia. So if you're to do that story, who is in the position to talk about that story? It's obviously a woman. Yeah, the only thing a guy would have is, okay, yeah, I've seen people experience it and I kind of sympathize with them. But how about the perspective? Do you see from the same angle I'm seeing? Do you feel from the same way I'm feeling? No, so for us, we simply know that it is women that should tell women's stories, and they can even tell it better than the men.
Thank you.